What's on the Menu is a classroom-to-home financial education program developed by Volunteer USA Foundation and supported by the Sun Trust Foundation. The focus of What's on the Menu is to stress the importance of the core math skills, addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication, and how they are relevant to at-home math and finances. We'll show you just what we mean and discuss activities that you as the teacher can use in your classroom to make the classroom-to-home connection as strong as it can possibly be. During these fun and engaging family workshops, we work with parents and students on the menu of home finances. The program is offered at no cost to schools and families. M. Making a plan. E. Energize your savings. N. Never underestimate the power of interest. U. Understanding the banking system. Families receive a take-home resource kit that contains manipulatives to use at home with their children during their everyday life. We encourage parents to cook with their children and develop a strong bond through making math relevant to day-to-day activities. As educators, it is critical that we build that bridge of relevancy with our students and create an atmosphere where students have the opportunity to develop an extremely strong understanding of the 4 core concepts of math. We'll show you just what we mean and discuss activities that you as the teacher can use in your classroom to make the classroom-to-home connection as strong as it possibly can be. Over 25% of adults are unbanked or underbanked, and many parents now conduct all their banking needs through the internet. These groups are raising a generation of children who lack the background knowledge of the banking world. In the Introduction to Banking activity, we place a very math-oriented concept into an entertaining and engaging writing activity. We begin with a fun 2 truths and a lie. Students are to place their truths and lies on an index card and try to trick the other team into guessing a truth as the lie. This educational game quickly gives the educator a synopsis of where students are in their understanding of the banking system. It is critical that you debrief and fill in any needed holes that you may deem necessary based on your students' understanding of the banking system. Make certain that ATM, balance, checking account, deposit, withdrawal, overdraft, and savings account is introduced as new or common vocabulary. Students then create a drawing of a bank. They can do a map or a picture of the inside or outside of the bank. All of this is leading to an interview and newspaper article written in pairs to ensure that at least one of the pair has a strong background knowledge of banks. Just as with sight words in the primary grades, multiplication tables are extremely important for students to be able to instantly recall. A couple of sets of dice, or multiplication cubes as we call them, can go a long way in assisting students in their basic recall of the multiplication tables.
What's the number? Ooh, it's a 12. It's a 12. All right, ready?
5.
60. You got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
This is a great tool if students get done with their work quickly and need to fill in some time, or if you have a 5-minute transitional period that needs to be filled. Students can roll dice at their desk and do the 1 through 6 times tables with 2 cubes, or have them choose a number and roll the cubes, and the number that comes up will be multiplied by the chosen number. This allows students to work all the way up to the 12 times table. When done as a whole group, speed becomes the key. Students need to be able to cite pattern in their daily math activities, such as multiplication facts that are related to each other. The aha moment of students when they put the pieces of this puzzle together is the beginning of the ability to see patterns in numbers. Don't be afraid to pull out the old 100 chart and have students look for patterns. The connection between fractions, percents, and decimals, or money, can be illustrated through the use of measuring cups. The understanding of this comes into play when you begin to look at budgeting and percentage of money that goes to individual items. Through setting goals and determining what amount of money is coming in and what amount of money is going out begins the process of creating budgets. Students can work in small groups and create a budget for the classroom. Allow students to select from several sheets of paper to determine how much money will be coming in. This prompts great discussion on varying incomes and how important it is to know the amount of money that is coming in. Relevancy becomes a critical component in all math skill introduction and mastery. Students will utilize in their adult lives all 4 of the core math skills to solve real-world financial situations. And in many instances, they will do it in ways that have not yet even been realized. Online banking is an example of the progress that has quickly occurred and is a tool that can accomplish many common financial tasks. Generating classroom discussion with students about the potential of online banking and what it can and cannot do is a great introduction to a small group activity where students design new website homepages for the bank of their choice. It is almost inconceivable that 78% of adults cannot explain how to compute the interest paid on a loan. 71% cannot calculate miles per gallon on a trip. 58% cannot calculate a 10% tip for a lunch bill. As educators, we need to approach mathematics in a deliberate process that brings about a truly relevant understanding of math from our students. The home-to-classroom connection is critical for molding our young people into financial savvy citizens of the future. What's on the Menu, a program proudly presented by the Volunteer USA Foundation and supported by the SunTrust Foundation to benefit Florida's families.